This is just a reminder that even when you leave from home, you are still with you everywhere you go. So whatever it is you call yourself leaving away from or running away from in your hometown or in your father's house or whatever the case may be, your mother's house, whatever the case may be, it's still with you. Okay? It doesn't leave you until you let it go. And the only way for you to let it go is to process that shit, because it's not good or healthy for you to go into these new environments bringing these toxic cycles, thinking that other people are supposed to be accepting of these toxic cycles that you're bringing from a previous environment, all because you won't do the work. It sounds very entitled. It sounds very demonic, even manipulative. Okay, very manipulative and immature, because at the end of the day, the same way that you are unaware that you are emotionally abusing other people, or however the abuse may be happening, you are doing that to yourself as well, and you don't even realize it, but you're deteriorating. Okay, and that looks like depression. It gets to that point. So escaping home doesn't mean that you've escaped yourself. You have to sit with that. You have to process that. That unhealed trauma is going to bleed out on everybody you encounter. And you don't want people to be running from you simply because you won't sit down and do the work. Find time to do the work. Find time to do the work. We are so plugged into our phones. We are so plugged into our games. We are so plugged into these systems that we do not take time away to process shit, to decompress shit, to really sit with ourselves. In some cases, let me tell you, when you can take that time for yourself. All the times when you're telling people yes when you really mean no. All the times when people are like, let's go do this, or come with me here, or can I get this from you, or whatever the case may be, instead of telling them yes, because really in your heart you want to say no, start saying no and using that time to go into therapy with yourself, because that's how you start taking back your power. That's how you start taking back your time. That's how you start recompensating yourself for all the times where you couldn't say no. You are your own hero, bro. You're waiting on it, but it's you. It's you. So you're going to have to get out in the field. You're going to have to do the work. And stop looking to people or expecting people to respect you simply based off the fact that you're coming as who you are. Don't get me wrong. Respect is the minimum, right? Respect, Lauryn Hill says, is the minimum. Bare minimum. But people truly respect someone who's integral and who's got good character, good morals, good manners. You know what I'm saying? A real solid person. That's what garners respect. Stop thinking people owe you respect just because your name is whatever your name is, or just because you do whatever it is you do. No, baby. I need to know who you are, and I need to see that you're true to that. That's where my respect comes from. So if you want respect in these new circles or in these new places, wherever you've run off to, you're going to have to show yourself approved. And that looks like if you carried whatever you carried from home, bro, you're going to have to deal with that shit. It show that you're willing to deal with yourself instead of thinking that people are just supposed to deal with you on the basis of, it's me. I don't got to deal with you. I don't owe you that. I don't owe you my time. I don't owe you my attention. I don't owe you anything, and neither does anyone else. The world doesn't owe you anything. If you won't deal with yourself, why do you think I should deal with you? Why do you think other people should deal with you? All you're doing is bleeding out on other people. You bleeding out on yourself. Take time. And you can start by starting to tell people no when you really mean no. Take that time to really sit with yourself. Okay?